Let me show you how easy it is to make this top with stylish V neckline, adjustable drawstrings at the sides and turn-up sleeves. Stay tuned because the finishing trick is what makes this outfit stand out. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more amazing DIY fashion tutorials. Now let's get started. This is the fabric and the tools I'll be using during the course of this tutorial. What I have here is 6 yards, and of course I didn't use 6 yards. The amount of fabric you need totally depends on the size of the client. This is a cut together sleeve, so I'm just going to explain to you guys how to get the amount of fabric you need. You are going to get half of your shoulder measurement, which in my case is 8 inches, and you are going to add how long you want your sleeve to be. For me it's 12 inches, then add extra 1 inch for seam allowance. Whatever you get, you're going to multiply that by 4. In my case I have 84 inches, so I'm going to cut my fabric using 84 inches and put it on a fold of 4. So I already have my fabric here on a fold of 4. As you can see here, I folded it into 2 and then further folded it into 2 again because we are cutting both the front and the back together. The first thing you're going to do here is to come down from the top of your fabric by 1 inch and connect it together with a straight line. This line here is going to be serving as our starting line. We'll be taking all our measurements from this part here, which is the folded edge. First, we are going to mark out our neckline. I'll be using 3.5 inch instead of 3 inches because my client is quite chubby, so you can use 3 inch for yours. And from this point, you're going to come down by 1.5 inch for the neck depth. Connect this together with a curve. This is the neckline for the back, and for the neckline of the front, using the same neck width, you're going to come down by 9 inches. Just going to take that in a bit like this. You can also use 8 inches if you want. Okay, then from this point here, you're going to go in by 1 inch and you'll be connecting this back into your neck width. So this here is the front neckline. On this starting line here, mark half of your shoulder measurement. Mine is 8 inches, and from this point you're going to mark your sleeve length. I'll be using 12 inches. At this point here, you're going to come down by your sleeve opening. I'll be using 10.5 inches. You can use 10 to 11 inches depending on how big you want the sleeve opening to be. I'm just going to mark that across to get a straight line. I'll be taking whatever it is I have here and I'm going to mark it on this line here. You can now go ahead and connect these 2 points together with a straight line, but I like to come in by ½ inch and connect it like this. This is totally optional. I don't even do it all the time. Next, you're going to mark your waistline or your half length. So place your tape there at the starting line and mark the half length. Mine is 17 inches. Next, you'll be marking your full length of your top. Now, when marking the full length of your top, I need you to note that whatever it is that is the desired length you want or your client wants, you'll be adding extra 5 to 7 inches for that. This has drawstrings, and at the end of the day, when you drag it up, if you don't add extra inches, it's going to end up being shorter than what you actually wanted it to be. We'll be connecting this with a little curve into the waistline. So what we are going to do is to take the measurement of what we have here, and we are going to mark the same thing on the waistline. From this point, I'm going to go in by 4 inches. I'm going in by 4 inches because my client doesn't want this so big, but if your client wants it big, you can use 2.5 or 3 inches. That is perfectly okay. Then I'll be connecting this back into my sleeve opening like this. And whatever I have here is the same thing I'm going to mark on the length of my top, and I'm going to connect this together. Another thing I need you to take note of it, coming to the length of the top, you need to ensure that your client's measurement is going to fit. Okay, I didn't do that here because I knew that my client's measurement is going to fit into what I have, but make sure you take that measurement so it's not too tight around the hip area. You guys, I totally forgot about the shoulder slope, so please do not forget to insert your shoulder slope. At this point here, you go down by 1 inch and connect it back into your neck width. So it's from this shoulder slope now you're going to mark your sleeve opening. So me taking the measurement of what I have here after my shoulder slope, I had 9.5, which is still perfectly okay for me. So make sure you don't forget to insert your shoulder slope. So we are going to proceed to cut this out, starting with the back neckline. After cutting this out, make sure you notch it at this midpoint here because it's going to help us while fixing the V neckline. Take out the back piece. I'll be cutting out the front piece following the front neckline. So after doing that, this is exactly what you should have. Place the front and the back right sides facing each other like this. Now you're going to stitch this down using 1/2 inch stitching allowance at the shoulders. After stitching it down, this is what I have. Make sure you press every process that you do. The next thing we are going to do here now is to take the measurement of what we have around our neckline so we can insert our stylish V neckline. To do this, I'm going to open up my sleeve like this, and I'll be taking the measurement of what I have from this point to this midpoint. So I'll be taking the measurement from this point here all the way to this other point. Taking my own measurement, you can see that what I have here is 30 inches. I've already gone ahead to cut out my fabric, and I ironed a collar stay inside of this. Taking the measurement of the length of the fabric I have here, this is the 30 inches I measured, and what I have here is 40 inches. So just make sure you have an excess of about 5 inches. Mine is 40 inches because that was the length of fabric I cut. And what I have here on fold is 2.5 inch. We'll be using 1/2 inch to sew this back to the top, and we'll be left with 2 inch length of the fabric. And opening this up, I have 5 inches. Fold your fabric into 2 equal parts, and you'll be notching the midpoint. To attach this back to the top, open it up like this. Make sure you place the notch points together like this. You'll be pinning this down all the way around. Now what you're going to do here is to stitch this down using 1/2 inch stitching allowance around the part you pin down. You will not be stopping your stitch at this point here where this fabric stops. Make sure you go down by about 1/2 inch on both sides. So instead of stopping here, you're going to extend your stitch about 1/2 inch inward. This is what is going to help to turn out your neckline beautifully. After stitching this down, I don't know if you can see this, but I went down by about 1/2 inch. Now what you're going to do here before you turn the collar is to notch diagonally from this point towards the 1/2 inch you went down by. Don't cut this out entirely, just get really close to the stitch. I'll be doing this on both sides. So after doing this, you can see how easy it is for me to just turn in the neckline. And this is going to help this to lay flat and beautiful in front. You can see what it looks like on the wrong side. I'm just going to cut off this excess that I won't be needing. So what you're going to do here basically to hold it in place is to make a top stitch to secure this in place. So I'm done making that top stitch, and you can see what I have here. The next thing we are going to do here now is to insert our sleeves. And to do that, I already have my fabric cut out on fold, exactly 2.5 inches on fold, just like we did for the collar. Notch the midpoint, and you're going to place the midpoint on the joining of the shoulder, but make sure you are placing this on the wrong side of your top. Okay, pin this down, and you're going to stitch this down using 1/2 inch stitching allowance. Make sure you do this on both sides of your sleeve. After doing this, all you need to do is just to turn up the sleeve towards the right side of your fabric and give this a really good press, just like I've done here. And that is how easy it is to make a turn up sleeve. Now we'll be closing up the sides of our top, and to do that, just place them right sides facing each other like this. Go ahead and pin this down. While pinning this down, make sure your turn up sleeve are turned up inside. Okay, before we close up the sides, make sure that you hem the bottom part of your top first. So I'm going to hem the bottom part of my top first, and I'm going to stitch down the sides using 1 inch seam allowance. After we are done with that, the next thing we are going to do here is to create our drawstrings. And to do that, you can just mark your half length, and from that point you create your channels. But for me, I just wanted to come down from my half length by about 3 inches, and that is the point where I'll be creating my channel. So whatever point you are creating your channel from, make sure you notch it just like I'm doing here. Open up your seam allowance like this, and you'll be creating your channels. Just fold it in like this, and you'll be making a stitch to secure it in place. We'll be doing this on all sides. After creating the channel, this is what you should have. I have my drawstrings here already. I have 4 of them, 2 for each side. To insert this, just use your safety pin and insert this through the channel just like I'm doing here. And when I get to the end, I'll take out the safety pin and hold this using a pin. Now to secure this in place, you're just going to double stitch at this area here to secure it in place, and do this for the other channels too. After inserting the ropes, you can see how beautiful this came out. All you need to do is to adjust this to the desired length you want and just tie it up like I'm doing here. And that is it, guys. This is how to make this beautiful top with a stylish V-neckline, adjustable drawstrings and turn-up sleeves. I hope this tutorial was very easy and understandable. Do let me know in the comment section if you're going to try this out, or when you eventually try this out. Make sure you share this to family and friends who you think are going to need this tutorial. I'll be seeing you guys in my next one.